Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be doing a review on the ColourPop Cloud Spun Cotton Candy palette. In this review I will be doing swatches and a makeup look. This is one of the eyeshadow palette that is from my State of the Play eyeshadow palette vault that I purchased from ColourPop. Over the next couple of weeks I'm going to be playing with the other eyeshadow palettes and doing a review on each of the individual palettes. And if you love ColourPop, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss those reviews if you enjoyed this one. In this video, I'll be focusing just on the ColourPop Cloud Spun Cotton Candy palette. According to ColourPop, this baby pink palette is sweeter than candy. I think this palette contains a nice mixture of their Super Shock shadows, their pressed glitter, mattes, and metallic shadows. Now that's out of the way, I'm going to start off with swatching this beautiful palette. The first shade, Chilsicle, is an iridescent light pink with hot pink flecks. I was actually looking forward to this shade because I saw a swatch of it on a deeper skin tone on their website and it looks like it would make a great inner corner highlight. I was kind of disappointed that this did not show up on my skin tone after swatching it. The second shade, Cotton Cloud, is a metallic pale blush pink shade. This shade would stand out if I were to use it as an inner corner highlight, and it would also look nice all over the lid. The formula is very creamy with minimal fallout. Candy Fluff is a baby pink matte shade. When I first saw this shade, I thought it would be a perfect transition shade for the color scheme of this palette. I find this shade a bit powdery, and as you can see after swatching this with my fingers, you can see some fallouts. Pixie Stick is a metallic mid-tone pink that would also look very nice when you apply it all over your lid. It is a deeper shimmer shade than Cotton Cloud. This shade is actually very creamy with minimal fallouts. The next shade, Flossy, is a cotton candy pink color with multi-dimensional glitter. This is the only pressed glitter that's in the palette, and I can see that it can add a nice spark to the eyes, and depending on the look, it would make a beautiful inner corner highlight. I would recommend applying this shade with a wet brush as glitter tends to move. Pillow Mint is a matte coral pink. I can see myself using this as a shade to deepen my crease or even as a transition shade. I really like how pigmented this comes out, but the only thing is that this shade has a lot of fallout and it is very powdery. Turkish Delight is a matte rosy pink shade. If this was the only palette that I would be using for my eye look, then this would also be another shade that I would use to deepen up my crease. If you have a deeper skin tone, I think this can work as a transition shade too. Glow Pop is a metallic true pink shade. This is a pretty metallic color that I think would look good on the lid. When I was applying the shade with my finger, this shade is a little bit more powdery than the other metallic shades, but when you smudge it out, it actually looks pretty nice. Bonbon is a matte hot pink shade, and I would have to say that this is my least favorite shade in this palette. This isn't your typical everyday pink shade as it does attract attention. I don't see myself reaching for this shade as my go-to color. I can see myself using it for a more creative look or even an Instagram look as opposed to an everyday look. Now that the swatches are done, I'm going to create a look with this palette. For my transition shade, I will be taking Candy Fluff on my MAC 217 brush and patting that all over my lid, and then I'm going to blend it in a windshield wiping motion. In the same motion, I will be blending that slowly above my crease. Then, without taking any extra product, I'm going to bend my brush and take that same shade to my lower lash line. And then I'm going to connect it with the top transition shade. Then with a denser brush, I'm going to pick up Turkish Delight and focusing that on the outer third of my eyes. And then I'm going to take that same color and applying that to the inner third of my eyes. I think I picked up too much color, so I'm going to take a clean blending brush to blend that out. With my Sigma E65 small angle brush, I'm going to take that same shade and smudge it down to my outer and inner third of my lower lash line. Now I'm taking my Lancome number 12 brush and taking Cotton Cloud and patting that all over my lid. Then I'm going back in with that clean blending brush to soften up the edges. I'm going to bend my brush and take some of that shimmer shade and patting that on the center bottom of my lower lash line. I'm going to tightline my eyes with the Urban Decay 24 Glide On pencil in the shade Perversion. Next, I'm going to use the Dolly Wink liquid liner to create a wing. I kind of screwed up on the eyeliner, so I'm going to take a clean cotton swab and wipe that away. I'm going to put my lashes on off camera. And then I'm going to use my Sigma E30 pencil brush to take some of the shade Chilsicle to apply into the inner corner of my eyes. When I was swatching this, it didn't show up very well on my skin tone. I wanted to see what this would look like if I was to apply it in my inner corner highlight, and it looks like it made minimal difference. Now I'm going to take the Burt's Bees Volumizing Mascara and applying that to my lower lash line. Now that completes the eye look for this palette. Overall, I love the look I created with this palette. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. After swatching the palette, I love how pigmented and vibrant these colors are. I think the color scheme in this palette was very well put together, and I like how the colors all blend very nicely together as well. This palette is super affordable as it retails for only $14 US. After doing the swatches, you can see that the colors are very vibrant and very pigmented, and there's a lot of different looks that you can create with this palette. If you would like me to create another look with this palette, let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so that I know to do more reviews like these in the future, and I guess I will see you next time. Bye!